Hi everyone, I'm in Manning Park, situated in the heart of the Cascade Mountains in southern British Columbia. Our main attractions here include camping, enjoying delicious cast iron grilled food, and appreciating the surrounding nature. The wildlife in this area is quite plentiful and they can be rather friendly, sometimes a bit too friendly. Join me as I show you some techniques in photographing these small creatures, as well as the ones that soar high above, and some of the flowers and landscape in this beautiful area. So grab some snacks and let's get started. If you're new to this channel, my name is Shannon and I'm a full-time photographer in beautiful British Columbia. From soaring mountains to hidden waterfalls and elusive wildlife to stunning sunsets, I'm excited to film each step of the way. Whether you're here to learn, be inspired, or simply enjoy some stunning visuals, you've come to the right place. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. How do you like it? Not bad. Someone else want to try the camera? Give it a go? Hey, don't chew my leg. Who else is going to try the camera? Do you want to take a shot? He's busy eating. I got everything set up. They got their chair. So this is the Colombian ground squirrel, and I wanted to get a ton of compression by using my 500mm lens. But as soon as I set everything up, these friendly little critters came right up to me, and I think they were looking for food. Everyone who visits this area just shares tons of food with them, and that's why they had no fear and super excited to see what I had to give them. Seriously? I'm trying to film you guys. That's a Nikon Z9. Now after the whole colony has come up, sniffed me out, checked me out, and knew that I didn't have any food, they went back to their burrows and grazing and eating, and they left me alone so I can take some photos of them. But just before that happened, I asked my wife to take some photos with the D850 using a 70-200 because some of the ground squirrels were looking down the lens, and there were some really cute moments there. So I got my camera set up, and then there's a stump right there. I am down here in the grass. You see me? I'm gonna try and photograph this way at this level using a 70-200. So this is where you can kind of get those fun shots. I think most of them are around areas where either wildlife is very curious about the equipment, what's out there. Hey. So curious, in fact, that, well, they have no fear, so that's mostly because of the feeding. I can see probably about 70 of these ground squirrels right now. Oh, here's my shot. Okay, here comes another one. Chasing one another. Take a look here. So, it's like About half a dozen over there, and then there's a whole bunch just off in the field there. Notice how I'm taking all the photographs at eye level with the wildlife, and that helps connect the viewer with the subject in the photo. Now I have another example where I photographed from a little bit higher and it doesn't quite connect you nearly as well as something that has some compression and is at the same plane as the wildlife. Shooting low gives me a nice background. I can also hide all the rocks and the burrows that are all scattered throughout the field. And the foreground grass can give me some nice bokeh and soften my edges, leading my eyes into the sharp details of the image before falling away into the soft background. Let me know down in the comments what you think. I think we're up around 4,500 feet now, and what's cool is up in this area is all of these flowers, mountain flowers that are coming out. Take a look here. Some really nice purple flowers. I don't know the names of all these flowers. Some of them I do. There's the paintbrush flower, the lupin flower. Oh, there's some really cool white ones here. So I brought a macro lens, and I'm gonna take some photos of these flowers here. We had heavy mist, rain, drizzle, all of it this morning. So there's still some water droplets, stuff that's kind of neat. I'll take some photos. I took photos earlier this morning of some flowers and different greeneries, trying to get some cool patterns together. And you can see all the mountain peaks way off in the background there. Pretty cool. And as far as wildlife go, there is a type of nutcracker bird, like a gray bird. So I got to take a look at that. There is the whiskey jacks. I think they're out here. Maybe take some photos of them. Then we have the Colombian ground squirrel. Had a lot of fun photographing those guys, and I'll probably go back down there and photograph them. And then we have the golden mantled ground squirrel. They kind of look like a chipmunk, but they're a bit bigger than a chipmunk. And they don't have the stripes up and over their head. The chipmunk is smaller, and they got the stripes going up all over their head. And yeah, they're super cute, nice and small. Another thing to distinguish, I think, the ground squirrel, the golden mantled ground squirrel that kind of looks like a chipmunk, is the fact that they stuff everything in their cheeks. They load it up as much as they can. The sun is just broken out, and I know you can see my shadow here, but see the little water droplets on the flowers here. So I'm gonna grab my camera, and I have a 105mm macro lens. It's a prime lens. I think it's a 2.8, and so I'll just set up. Now, one thing I forgot, I'll have to ask my wife to grab, is a tripod. So if I wanted to do focus stacking, I can program my Nikon Z9 to take, up to whatever, 10 photos if I want. I can indicate whether the view is going to be a wide or narrow, and I think that programs the shots to pull the focus more or less, depending on your settings for that. Anyways, you set up the tripod and you just press start, and it just boom, 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 shoots it all changing the focal distance so that you can grab everything in focus. And that's when I would go to Photoshop and go up to edit and then auto blend. And then there's an option there that says stack photos. Bada boom, you got a fully stacked, nice clear image all the way through. And you get nice and close using a macro lens. I'll keep trekking, and trail keeps going up in through the Alpine forest. I also have to watch out for bears. They're coming out of hibernation, or they're out of hibernation. They can have cubs with them, so it's very important that I make, plenty of noises. I do have bear spray. I don't really want to use it unless I'm in an area where they're pretty cheeky with humans, and we need to make sure that our space should be well separated and not too comfortable with. And that's why it's very important to take all your food with you and don't leave any signs out so that these bears can get used to that, because that can be very dangerous for the bears and for humans. So yeah, plenty of things to see, maybe even a cougar. So just as I set things down, we found I think it's a golden mantle ground squirrel. Looks very much like a chipmunk. See it off there? Right where I'm pointing. And if you get too close, he kind of scurries off into those bushes right there, but it's nice, you don't even need, oh, look at him. He's eating right now. I'll get a couple of shots with them with a 70 to 200. Down here. He's just eating the tips of the grasses. It's pretty cool seeing them so close. I don't know if these ones get fed or not. I mean, we're up in the Alpine right now, and I pulled over on a dirt road, but we are on a trail. Now my lens, I make sure to keep my VR, my stabilizing, set to on. I don't think this one has been fed to very much. It hasn't approached me at all, like close enough of like any sort of interest, besides coming down a little closer to get to more of the little greeneries, even these leaves and stuff, and nibble on them. Staying quite close to all of the bushes that are right here. That's where it has its protection. I can see some of the holes where it would crawl right into. Here's one of them right there. And there's a few more up there where he or she is right now. Can't really tell the difference between the male and the female. I'm kind of hoping I can see it over there right now, that it would come down where these flowers are again. I had to back up, and as soon as I backed up, it kind of freaked out and moved away. So they're a bit tame. If you stay here long enough, you can get quite close, take a lot of great shots. It's so quiet up here. After all of that excitement with the wildlife, we went back to the campsite and made some food. We also got out and stretched our legs on one of the trails, saw a cute mallard and her young. Before you know it, I was back up in the Alpine. Not only were there more yellow pine chipmunks as well as golden mantled ground squirrels, but there was also the Clark's nutcracker bird and some cool fearless ravens. Hey guys, I'm back home and I'm actually packing up for another adventure, but I do have one more image that I want to share with you. It's both in black and white and in color, and I'm curious which one you like more. If you like this content, please give me that thumbs up, and if you aren't subscribed, maybe think about subscribing. Yeah, so the motorbike is packed up with all of my telephoto gear and my video gear because I'm going to be going out to photograph and see some grizzly bears. I'm also going to see some whales, hopefully some orcas, white-sided dolphins along the way, and I hope to have a new episode with all of that content in the next few weeks. For some of you who are interested in workshops, I hope to have more of those details on my website. You can always email me if you're interested in going out on an adventure. The grizzly bears are pretty exciting, and the details should be coming in very soon. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode. Ciao.